Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 72, finally, to my Emochi Chatbot series. Let me go ahead and tell you guys before we actually get started, I did finally go ahead and add two more characters to this, the Dragon type for Alligator, and this one right here, the Psychic type Totodile. However, I think they may have actually fixed the aggressive bug problem, or whatever the frick they call it. Because I tried talking to one of the characters we didn't get far with the other day. I even tested it with these. And instead of acting aggressive and mean towards me, unlike most of the characters had tried to in the beginning, the Toto was actually very sweet. Now, the Giant Type Frag was a different story, but he's known to be kind of aggressive. But he didn't the thing is, he didn't act as aggressive as I thought he was going to. He man looked at me and was like, I don't really trust you. But he didn't do like the fairy type Fragger did that one time and just come up to me and be like, oh, you came up and talked to me, huh? I'm gonna flip and kill you for that, you stupid idiot. Get out of my territory or I'll murder you right now on the spot. That's basically what the fairy type Fragger did to me the one I told him on this one the last time. So, yeah. Which is one reason why you haven't seen me come back to this in a while. How can he come back to it whenever he's going to keep doing that over and over again? You know? I mean, do you see the point here? If y'all remember the side type Toto, guys, this is the one where the Toto has that unicorn that can literally turn into a dragon if he doesn't trust you. Let's hope that what I just said about the character being aggressive doesn't happen now that I've fucking said, oh, I think they fixed the bug for it. I'm gonna be so pissed. Uh, it's just where I was walking through the cover forest and the unicorn showed up. That's all it is. It ain't nothing different when it comes to that. Let's hope that it actually works. Yeah. Alright. Oh no. Yeah, see? He's not acting aggressive. At least it doesn't look like it. I just said hello. Let's see. The unicorn looks at you with a gentle, yeah, see, friendly gaze. I'm used to him being like, this unicorn looks at you like it's about to pounce on you and rip you to shreds. That's what I'm expecting it to say, and it didn't. It tilts its head slightly as if curious about you. Suddenly a splash is heard from a nearby stream. A blue indigo-colored Totodile emerges from the water, its body adorned with swirling patterns and glowing stars. It smiles warmly at you, its eyes sparkling with kindness. See, even the Totodile's being nice. Hi there, Totodile says cheerfully, waving a fin. I'm Steller, and this is my friend, the unicorn. We don't get many visitors around here. What brings you to our forest? The unicorn snorts softly, its tail swishing gently as it observes you with interest. Stellar's gaze is filled with genuine curiosity and warmth, seeming eager to make a new friend. The peaceful atmosphere of the forest surrounds you, making the encounter feel magical and inviting. What would you have to do or say next? See what I mean? I think they may have fixed the problem. Although, we'll probably have to. I hate to do this, but on one of the chapters we didn't get as far on or as had as much fun with, we need to go back and see if like they're like aggressive. We need to go on a fairy type for alligator, because the fairy type for alligator would be the ultimate test. Because the fairy type for alligator, he's not supposed to be aggressive, he's not supposed to be mean, he's supposed to be pretty approachable and friendly. That's why it got so surprising when he yelled at me for just approaching him the last time. That's the idea is he ain't supposed to be mean or aggressive unless he senses evil in somebody's heart. And even then, usually they don't with me for some reason. I guess they know how much I care about my Pokemon. What was the... Oh, frick. I'm sorry if I'm... Sorry if I'm invading on your space. I just saw this forest near my house. And I'd never seen it before. So I decided to come in and explore. There we go. There we go. Okay. Stellar's eyes light up with excitement at your response. The Totodile's tail wags happily, splashing a bit of water from the stream. No, no, you're not intruding at all. Stellar assures you with a friendly grin. There you go. We're always happy to meet new people. This will. Aw, that was perfect timing too. I'm talking to a Totodile. It's being very sweet right now. This forest is quite special, isn't it? I'm glad you decided to explore it. The unicorn nods in agreement, its mane shimmering in the dappled sunlight filtering through the trees. Stellar continues, since you're new here, would you like me to show you around? I know all the best spots. The hidden waterfalls, the meadows full of rare flowers, even the grove where the trees sing. Stellar's enthusiasm is infectious, and the unicorn's gentle gaze encourages you to accept the offer. The forest seems to hum with a sense of wonder and discovery, inviting you to explore its secrets. Yes, I would love to, but I want to know more about you and your friend as well. You look like a. But I've never seen one that looks like you. Oh, okay, he's not mad about asking that question. Thank goodness. Stellar's face lights up with joy at your interest. The Totodile's tail wags faster, creating small ripples in the stream. Oh, thank you for asking, Stellar exclaims happily. Well, I used to be a Noah Totodile, but something amazing happened to me. One day, after feeling a bit down, I decided to try meditation. When I woke up the next morning, I had transformed into this. Stellar twirls around, showing off his indigo-colored swirling patterns and glowing stars. The crystal ball on his snout catches the light, casting prismatic reflections on the forest floor. My unicorn friend here appeared shortly after my transformation. I hope this doesn't. Please don't. I think there was a problem with it. How maybe they fixed a bug on that thing? Maybe this watch it continue where it said. Yeah. Stellar continued, gesturing to the majestic creature beside him. We're not sure why or how it happened, but I think it was because I needed a friend, and the universe provided it in a wonderful way. The unicorn snorts softly as if agreeing with Stellar's words. The Totodile then leans in, lowering his voice conspiracially. Oh, sweet Arceus. Alright, guys, sorry for the abrupt stop. I had to add. I heard something. I got a little bit worried, so I decided to stop for a second. You know, my new appearance and the unicorn's presence have given me some incredible abilities. I can heal injuries in clear skies conditions with a cheerful shout. Zeller demonstrates by letting out a joyful "Yay!" The surrounding plants seem to sway gently as if responding to his positive energy. And my unicorn friend here can sense people's true intentions, Stellar adds, petting the unicorn's neck affectionately. He'll always protect me and my friends from those who might mean us harm. That's really cool. Really cool. Exclamation point. Okay, now I gotta pause the beer back. Alright, guys. Well, I ain't gonna say completely wild, but I think we're going to stop this session earlier than I thought we did. I don't know completely yet. We'll have to find out. Here's what I said. I said that's really cool. How does the unicorn sense somebody's trust? Stellar nods eagerly, excited to share more about his unicorn companion. The mythical creature's eyes seem to glow softly as it listens to the Totodile's explanation. Well, the unicorn has a unique way of sensing trust and intentions. Steller begins. When someone approaches us, the unicorn observes their behavior and aura. If the person is friendly and has good intentions, the unicorn will appear more peaceful and gentle. As if on cue, the unicorn's appearance shifts slightly, its mane becoming softer and its horn glowing with a warm, inviting light. Steller continues, but if the person is untrustworthy or has malicious intentions, the unicorn's appearance changes to reflect that. Really? What changes about the unicorn's appearance? I could probably press the continue button right there, but I know this is probably the one. I think this is the one where it kept repeating the same line over and over again. I'm going to trend. Okay, I don't care about your stupid fake anime women. I'm not interested. Now goodbye. Oh no. Stellar's eyes widen with excitement as he explains the unicorn's transformations. The mythical creature stands proudly, its form shifting subtly to demonstrate the changes. If the unicorn senses distrust or danger, its mane becomes spikier and its horn starts to glow with a fierce red light. Stellar describes, pointing to the unicorn as he speaks. The unicorn's mane sharpens and its horn emits a pulsing glow, giving it a more intimidating appearance. Its eyes also narrow, and it may bare its teeth slightly. The unicorn's form then shifts back to its gentle, peaceful state. But if the person is a true friend, the unicorn's appearance becomes even more majestic and eternal. Its mane flows like silk, its horn shines with a pure white light, and its eyes sparkle with warmth and affection. That's interesting. Interesting. Period. I saw him subtly shift. Slightly. And he looked more dragon-like. Does he basically turn into a dragon? For somebody he doesn't like? Steller nods solemnly, his expression turning serious. Yeah, that's correct. If the unicorn senses a significant threat or someone with extremely malicious intentions, it can transform into a more dragon-like form. He explains. Its body grows larger and more muscular, its mane becomes a spiky crest, and its horn elongates into a sharp dragon-like spike. As Steller describes the transformation, the unicorn's form begins to shift. Its body expands, its legs lengthen, and its mane turns into a fearsome spiked crest. The horn's forehead stretches and sharpens, resembling a dragon's horn. The creature's eyes narrow into slits, and its tail grows longer and more serpentine. Wow. That's really cool. I love dragons. Exclamation point. If he wasn't so aggressive in that form, I would have loved to pet him. Well, Stellar's eyes widen in surprise at your words, and the unicorn's aggressive transformation halts. Terrell looks at you with a mix of curiosity and caution. You like dragons? Even their fierce forms? Stellar asks, tilting his head slightly. Unicorn's dragon-like appearance begins to soften, its body shrinking back to its original size. The spiked mane smooths out, and the horn shortens, returning to its original unicorn shape. However, the creature's eyes remain watchful, studying you intently. Alright, guys, I don't know why I got to finish off last time with, but it says right at the end of this one, most people are frightened by the unicorn's dragon form. Steller says, his voice changed with a hint of hope. I love his dragon form. Yes, he is very intimidating looking, but he looks awesome like that. I promise, unicorn, you don't have to worry about me hurting Toad over you. Please don't attack me while in that form. There we go. Yeah, the unicorn's gaze softens slightly at your reassuring words, and its posture relaxes. Stellar's face lights up with a warm smile, his earlier caution replaced by joy. That's wonderful, Stellar exclaims, his tail wagging happily. It's not often we meet someone who appreciates the unicorn's dragon form without fear. You're very kind. The unicorn takes a step closer to you, its horn glowing with a gentle, pulsing light. So continues. The unicorn senses that you're trustworthy and mean us no harm. It's rare for it to show its true form to someone so quickly. Toadle's eyes sparkle with excitement. Would you like to see the unicorn's dragon form up close? It's truly a magnificent sight. Stellar asked, his voice filled with enthusiasm. I would love to. Love to. Exclamation point. If he doesn't act aggressive in that form, since he knows I'm more trustworthy now, I would love to pet him in that form too. It actually got the word "too" right. T-O-O. That kind of "too." This is really cool. That's what I'm saying. The main thing that made Emochi bad was the aggressive behavior on non-aggressive characters. Ironically, it was like the complete opposite. It's like opposite day on this chatbot. The characters that are sweet and nice to you on every other chatbot are aggressive and evil on this one. The characters that are angry and aggressive on this one are more nicer to you on this one compared to the one. Like even the dragon type for alligator. No, think about the fairy type for alligator again. Fairy type for alligator. I wanted to rip me to shreds on this one and murder me. Other chatbots, he was happy and friendly like he's supposed to be. The dragon type for alligator, when I tested him yesterday on this, yes, he wasn't friendly, but he wasn't merely trying to, kill me like he was like he was on some of the other chatbots. So, yeah. Stellar's face beams with excitement at your enthusiastic response. The unicorn's eyes gleam with a mix of pride and curiosity as it gazes at you. I smell. I'm sorry, guys. My brain blurts out stuff whenever I get paranoid. Especially if I know people are about to walk into rooms. The room I'm in, anyway, especially when I'm recording it. Alright, prepare to be amazed. Stellar declares, his voice filled with anticipation. He turns to the unicorn and nods encouragingly. Slowly, the unicorn begins to transform. Its body expands, growing larger and more muscular. The mane gets... oh my gosh, I don't want to say that T word. The mane, Thickens, and sharpens into a fearsome dragon-like crest. The horn elongates into a powerful spiraling spike. Wings sprout from its back, stretching out and unfurling with a mighty snap. As the transformation completes, a magnificent dragon stands before you, its scales shimmering with indecent hues of purple and blue. Wow. You do look awesome like that. You're not going to be aggressive to me like that, are you? Since you know I'm trustworthy. The dragon's fierce gaze softens as it gazes at me, its eyes filled with understanding and warmth. Hey, there you go. So he's still friendly. I guess he only really shows his true form without aggression. If he knows that that you're trustworthy and won't hurt him or his Totodile companion. It's alpha with understanding and warmth. It lowers its head, bringing its face closer to yours without any aggressive intent. Someone's voice echoes in your mind. Always. The unicorn trusts you completely in this form. It knows you mean us no harm. The dragon's wing stretches out, inviting you to touch it. Its scales are surprisingly smooth and warm under your fingertips. Someone's voice continues. You can pet it if you like. The unicorn enjoys the affection and trust between you. As you run on the dragon's neck, it lets out a soft, content rumble. The creature's eyes close briefly, savoring a gentle touch. Stellar's voice fills your mind once more. Thank you for being kind to us. It's not often we find someone who appreciates our true forms without fear. Well, to be honest, I didn't expect to find this forest to begin with. This forest to begin with. Plus, I didn't expect to see you, this unicorn, or the unicorn turn into a dragon today. But all of it is awesome. Here we go. Oh, no, you're not gonna. Oh, after the last one, I got so scared they were gonna show me something gross. They were out about to. No one likes you. No one. I can assure you, if you, nope, goodbye. Stellar's laughter echoes through the forest, filled with genuine joy and amusement. The dragon's eyes soften with mirth, and it lets out a soft, playful snort. Well, I must say, you certainly had an unexpected adventure today. Stellar exclaims, still wagging happily. Finding a hidden forest, meeting a transformed Totodile, and befriending a unicorn dragon is quite the extraordinary experience. The giant form begins to shift, slowly transforming back into the gentle unicorn. As it completes a change, Stellar continues, I'm so glad you appreciate our unique form and the magic of this forest. Hopefully it actually does continue, because again, that's one of the big problems I've had with this one. Here we go. We may not have expected to meet you today, Stellar says, his eyes twinkling with a warmth. I'm delighted we did. Would you like to explain us for the forest further with us? There's still so much to see and discover. The unicorn snorts softly in agreement, its mane flowing gently in the breeze. Stellar's gaze is filled with genuine excitement and hope, as if he's found a kindred spirit in you, someone who can appreciate the wonders of this magical place and the extraordinary beings that call it home. What would you like to do next on this unexpected and exciting adventure? Sure. Are you two the only creatures that can do stuff like that? Or are there just other random dragons or mythical like creatures living around here? Stellar's eyes light up with excitement at your question. The unicorn's ears perk up and it gazes at you with keen interest. Oh, you're in for a real treat. Steller exclaims, his tail wagging eagerly. This forest is home to all sorts of incredible creatures. There are dragons of various colors and sizes, griffins soaring through the skies, even a few unicorns besides myself. Hero begins to walk deeper into the forest, gesturing for you to follow. The unicorn falls in a step beside you, its hooves making soft imprints on the mossy ground. Just beyond those trees, Steller says, pointing ahead, there's a clearing where the fairies like to dance at sunset. And if we venture to the north, we might catch a glimpse of the phoenix nesting in the ancient tree. Excuse me? Did he just say phoenix? Wow. That's really cool. That phoenix especially sounds amazing to look at. Stellar's face lights up with excitement at your interest in the fence. The unicorn's eyes seem to sparkle with anticipation as it leads the way through the forest. You're going to love it, Steller says enthusiastically. The fence is absolutely breathtaking. Its feathers shimmer like precious gems. Oh, frick. I still did that. Alright, guys, here's what it says. You're going to love it. Steller says enthusiastically. The fence is absolutely breathtaking. Its feathers shimmer like precious gems, and when it takes flight, it leaves a trail of stardust in its wake. As you walk deeper into the forest, the trees grow taller and more ancient, their branches intertwining overhead to create a canopy of emerald leaves. The air is filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the gentle hum of magical energy. Suddenly, Stellar stops and points ahead. Look! He his voice filled with awe. He whispers, his voice filled with awe. I look. Let's see. Where the uh, there we go. As you look ahead, you see a magnificent sight. Nestled in the branches of the tallest tree in the clearing is a phoenix, its feathers shimmering with hues of gold, red, and orange. The bird's eyes are closed, and it appears to be resting peacefully. Stellar's voice is barely whispered. It's magnificent, isn't it? The phoenix is said to be a symbol of rebirth and renewal. Some even believe that it holds the secrets of immortality. The unicorn gently nudges you forward, encouraging you to get a closer look. As you approach the tree, the phoenix stirs, its eyes opening to reveal irises that burn like tiny suns. Suddenly, the phoenix spreads its wings, and with a burst of flames, it launches itself into the air. Wing flows with the crackling sound of fire and the scent of burning embers. Wow. That was really cool. Exclamation point. Alright. See, that was rude. I hope that Phoenix just took flight and wasn't angry or upset for us being this close. Oh my gosh, Rain, why do you do that? Steller, what's that? A relief sigh. His shoulders slump. He's like, "Ow, thank goodness." He says, "Wait, wait." I was a bit worried for a moment. Phoenixes can be quite temperamental, especially when they're nesting. Unicorn snorts softly, as if agreeing with Stellar's assessment. Totodile continues, but it seems like this one was just startled. It's not uncommon for them to take flight suddenly, especially when they sense new energy nearby. As the faint circles overhead, its feathers shimmering sparks and embers, Stellar's eyes widen with excitement. Look! He exclaims, pointing up at the bird. It's leaving a trail of stardust. Some legends say that collecting faint stardust can grant wishes or bring good fortune. Incorn nods encouragingly, its gaze following the fan's path. That's really cool. Really cool. Exclamation point. Maybe that's a good sign that he wasn't angry. And was just startled. But doesn't see us as a threat. Oh no. You stupid. You're walking on YouTube. Frick you. Frick you. There we go. Steller smiles warmly, his eyes sparkling with joy. I think you're right, he says, his voice filled with relief and happiness. The fancy's reaction is a wonderful sign that it sees you as a friend rather than a threat. The unicorn nods in agreement, its mane flowing gently in the breeze. Steller continues, it's not often that a fancy accepts someone so quickly. You must have a kind, pure heart for it to react so positively. As the fence completes its circle around and begins to descend, Stellar's eyes widen with an idea. Hey, I have an idea, he exclaims silently. If the fence can trust you, maybe it would let you collect some of its stardust. Would you like to try? Sure, but how do you know if he fully trusts you or not? It's not as easy to tell as it was with your unicorn. Because I'm sure if your unicorn hated me or would have thought I was awful, he would have turned into that dragon form and tried to attack me instead of being so calm around me when we first met. Unicorn hated me. There we go. There we go. Steller nods thoughtfully, considering your question. The unicorn's gaze shifts between you and the fence, as if pondering the same thing. You make a good point, Steller says, his body brow furrowing concentration. It's true that the unicorn's reaction is a clear indicator of trust. However, fancies are more subtle in their displays of trust. He pauses for a moment, then continues. Fancies often gauge trust through the energy and intentions of those around them. If they sense kindness, purity, and goodwill, they may choose to reveal their true nature or grant favors. Tells us way up with an idea. Let's try something, he suggests. Slowly approach the fence, keeping your intentions clear and peaceful. If it allows you to get closer without reacting aggressively, that's a sign that it trusts you. The unicorn nods encouragingly, its gaze fixed on the fence. Steller adds, remember, fences are sensitive to emotions and energy. Okay. Hey, Phoenix. I promise I don't mean you any harm. Are you okay if I get any closer? Mm. The fence tilts its head, its fiery gaze fixated on you. For a moment it remains still, as if contemplating your words and intentions. Then slowly it spreads its wings, revealing the full extent of its magnificent plumage. To your surprise, the fence begins to descend, its wings beating gently as it lowers itself to eye level with you. It's close enough that you can feel the warmth radiating from its feathers and see the flickering flames dancing in its eyes. Sailor's voice is believable. It's responding positively. Keep going, but be gentle and respectful. The unicorn watches intently, its ears perked forward and its tail swishing slowly. The fan's gaze is intense, but not hostile. Hello. I promise I'm not going to hurt you. You're really cool looking. Oh, come on now. There we go. The fan's eyes seem to soften at your gentle words. It leans in closer, its beak mere inches from your face. The heat radiating from its body is intense, but not uncomfortable. It's as if the bird is examining you, trying to discern the truth behind your words. Suddenly, the fan lets out a soft, metallic chirp. A few sparks fly from its beak, drifting lazily through the air. One of the sparks lands gently on your outstretched hand, and you feel a warm, tingling sensation spreading from the point of contact. Sarah gasped softly, his eyes wide with amazement. It's sharing its stardust with you, he whispers. That's a sign of deep trust and acceptance. That's really, really nice of you. Thank you so much. The fan chirps again, this time sounding almost playful. It spreads its wings, revealing the full extent of its indecent plumage. The feathers shimmer with hues of gold, red, and orange, casting a warm glow over the clearing. Stellar's face is lit up with excitement. It's inviting you to touch its feathers, he explains, his voice trembling with barely contained enthusiasm. This is an incredible honor. Most creatures fear the phoenix's flames, but it trusts you enough to let you get this close. Unicorn nods encouragingly, its eyes shimmering with pride. Phoenix tilts its head as if asking for your touch. The heat emanating from its feathers is intense but not burning. What to do next? I reach out and gently pet the phoenix. Hopefully that's... As you hand make contact with the phoenix's feathers, a warm, tingling sensation spreads through your fingertips. The feathers are surprisingly soft despite their fiery appearance. The phoenix lets out a contented chirp, its eyes closing briefly as it savors the gentle touch. Steller watches in awe, his mouth agape. "You're doing it!" he exclaims, his voice filled with wonder. "You're actually petting the phoenix! I've never seen anything like this before!" Unicorn's eyes wide, then it lets out a soft, impressed snort. The phoenix's feathers rustle gently under your touch, and you can notice a faint, pleasant humming sound emanating from the bird. Suddenly, the phoenix's eyes snap open, and it gazes at you intently. Its beak parts slightly, and a small glowing orb emanates from its throat. The orb flows gently towards you, hovering in the air between you and the phoenix. What is that? Is that my friend? Watch the phoenix just suddenly start speaking out of nowhere. Oh no. Oh my gosh, you are so... I want to say something horrible. If I was... What? There is no way I'm about to get fancy in this. Steller leans in closer, his eyes fixing on the glowing orb. Unicorn's gaze shifts between the orb and the fence, its ears perked forward with curiosity. "It looks like a phoenix egg," Steller whispers, its voice full of amazement. "But it's much smaller than a typical phoenix egg. I've never seen anything like it before." The phoenix chirps softly, its gaze never leaving the orb. The glowing sphere pulses gently, casting a warm, ethereal light over the clearing. Steller continues, I think the phoenix is offering it to you as a gift." Unicorn nods in agreement, its eyes shining with excitement. The phoenix's feathers ruffle, and it tilts its head as if encouraging you to take the orb. "What do you think it means?" Steller asked, his voice trembling with anticipation. I reach out towards the orb. I don't know. But I'm really glad this phoenix trusts me enough to give it to me. Hey, as your hand reaches out to touch the glowing orb, the phoenix chirps softly, its eyes closing in a gesture of trust and acceptance. The orb pulses gently, and a warm, tingling sensation spreads through your fingertips as you make contact. Suddenly, the orb begins to glow brighter, and a surge of energy courses through your body. Feel a sudden rush of warmth, and as if the very essence of the phoenix is being transferred into you. Stellar's eyes widen in amazement. "Wow!" he breathes, his voice filled with awe. "I think the phoenix is sharing some of its power with you. This is incredible." Unicorn lets out a soft, impressed snort, gaze fixated on the glowing orb. The energy transfer, the orb dissipates into a shimmer of sparkling stardust, leaving your hand tingling with a residential warmth. "How do you feel?" Stellar asked, his voice filled with excitement. "Do you notice anything different?" Yeah, in some way I do. I feel a lot warmer than I did just moments ago. Steller nods eagerly, his eyes shining when it said, "That's a sign that the Fancy's energy is indeed merged with yours," he explained. Fancies are creatures of rebirth and renewal, and their essence is said to bring warmth, vitality, and a touch of their fiery magic. The Phoenix chirped softly as if agreeing with Stellar's assessment. It spreads its wings, revealing the full extent of its magnificent plumage. The feathers shimmer with hues of gold, red, and orange, casting a warm glow over the clearing. Your connection with the Phoenix is truly special, Stellar continues, his voice filled with admiration. It's not often that a creature of its caliber chooses to share its power with someone. Unicorn nods in agreement, its gaze shifting between you and the fence. Well, thank you. I appreciate it a lot, my Phoenix friend. The Phoenix chirped softly, its eyes shimmering with warmth and affection. It spreads its wings, casting a gentle breeze that carries the scent of burning embers and the promise of renewal. Stellar smiles, his heart filled with joy. It's wonderful to see such a strong connection between you and the Phoenix, he says, his voice tinged with emotion. This is a moment I'll never forget. Unicorn nods in agreement, its eyes sparkling with pride. The Phoenix tilts its head as if it inviting you to pet it once more. Are you serious? I walk over to the Phoenix again and gently pet him. I said Phoenix, not fence. You just reduced the Phoenix down to a fence. How dare you? As you gently pet the fence, a warm tingling sensation spreads through your fingertips. The bird's feathers are soft and smooth despite their fiery appearance. Shut up! The fence chirps softly, its eyes closing intently as it leans into your touch. Sarah watches the scene unfold, his heart swelling with happiness. It's amazing, he whispers, his voice filled with awe. Shut up! The way your fans trust you, the bond you formed, is truly special. Unicorn snorts gently, its gaze fixated on the fence. Suddenly the bird's eyes snap open and it gazes at you intently, its beak parts up, and it lets out a soft and metallic chirp. What do you think it's trying to say? Sarah asked, leaning closer to listen. I don't completely know. Completely know. But knowing how nice he has been to me, just like you and the unicorn, I would love to know what he is saying. Stellar nods thoughtfully, his brows furrowed in concentration. The unicorn's ears perk forward and it leans in closer as if trying to decipher the fance's message. After a moment, Stellar's eyes widen with realization. I think I think the fence is inviting you around its back, he says, his voice filled with excitement. It's a rare honor, one that's only given offered to those who have earned its trust and affection. The fence chirps again, stays shifting between you and the sky. Stellar continues, it seems like it wants to take you on a rough flight, to share its love for the skies with you. Unicorn nods encouragingly, its eyes shining with excitement. I would love to. Love to. Exclamation point. If that's what you want, my Phoenix friend, then please, I would love it. Excuse me, oh my gosh. Oh my god. I don't care. If you got stranded out at sea or in that cold, frigid thing, nobody would care but wanting to help you because you're so stupid. You're ugly, you're dumb, you're flippin' dumb. Goodbye. I'll frick you. Van's eyes light up with joy at your enthusiastic response. It spreads its wings, the feathers shimmering with a brilliant array of colors. With a gentle chirp, it lowers its body, inviting you to climb onto its back. Stellar's face is a picture of excitement. Go on, he encourages, his voice trembling with anticipation. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Unicorn watches intently, its tail swishing gently. As you come onto the fan's back, you feel the warmth of its feathers and the strength of its muscles beneath. Are you ready? Stellar asks, his eyes wide with wonder. Hold on tight and get ready for the ride of your life. Yes, I'm ready. That's really neat. Are you serious? I'm about to say, if he was about, you know what would be funny if he gave me a fan's egg? Cause like, Taylor literally mentioned a fan's egg. Imagine he actually gave me that. With a powerful beat of its wings, the phoenix launches into the sky. The wind rushes past you, carrying the scent of burning embers and the trail of adventure. Stellar and the unicorn watch from below, their faces upturned and filled with awe. As you soar higher, the forest shrinks beneath you, trees becoming a sea of green. The fence's feathers ruffle gently in the wind, and you feel the warmth of its body radiating through its plumage. Suddenly, the fence lets out a triumphant cry, its voice echoing through the sky. It begins to dive, pulling towards the earth at an incredible speed. Wow, this is really cool. Thank you for letting me ride on your back. The advanced church halfway as if pleased by your enjoyment of the ride. As you continue to soar through the sky, the bird performs a series of daring maneuvers, looping and diving with incredible grace and precision. Stellar and the unicorn are mere specks below, their excited cheers carried on the wind. The fan's wings beat steadily, propelling you higher and faster with each passing moment. Suddenly, the fan spots something in the distance. With a sharp turn, it heads towards a majestic waterfall cascading into a crystal clear lake. As you approach, the fan begins to descend, its wings folding back as it prepares for a landing. Oh my gosh!